Okay, let me start with a new topic, that is pleiotropy or pleiotropic genes. Now what is this? This is a one gene which controls many characteristics. So one gene controls many characters. Now example of this is sickle cell anemia. This is a type of anemia in which the RBC, the shape of the RBC changes, and the oxygen carrying capacity of the RBC, that also changes. Now I am going to explain to you that how this thing is happening. Now in hemoglobin there are two chains, that is it has two alpha chains and two beta polypeptide chains. So remember, in hemoglobin there are two alpha and two beta polypeptide chains. Okay, now due to point mutation, remember this, due to point mutation, this abnormality or this change happens, that is the shape of the RBC changes, and this is due to point mutation. Since we haven't done a mutation in detail, that is in the next few videos we will start with mutation, but still I can give you some idea about what point mutation is. This happens due to point mutation, and it is a recessive, disorder, or rather you can say recessive means it is an autosomal recessive disorder. That means the change is happening not in the 23rd but some other chromosome. So that is why it is called autosomal. You know, all the chromosomes out of the 23 pairs, 22 are autosome and one is the sex chromosome. So this is a recessive character. That means the disease is going to show only if this is the chromosome, pair of chromosome, if both the genes, there is mutation is happening in both the alleles. So remember this. Now what are these two alpha and two beta polypeptide chains? Now a normal hemoglobin, if I have to draw, or rather let us try to understand this way. A normal hemoglobin chain and only since it is happening in the beta chain, the change is in the point mutation of beta chain. So what happens, a normal hemoglobin chain, if you see, it has these types, that is, let's take G, U, C. These are the nitrogenous bases. Then you have C, A, C. Then you have C, U, C. Then is A, C, A, and C, C, G, and GAA. Again you have GAA, and the next one is GGU, and so on and so forth. It keeps on continuing. Now I have told you previously that a set of three actually gives rise to an amino acid, and amino acid codes for three nitrogenous bases. So the first three is going to code for valine. The second one is going to code for histine, HIS it is written. The third one is for leucine. Now all these things I will tell you that in your science, the bio book, that is page number 112. Page number 112, there is a table given here in which the first 3 letters of the amino acids and their code is given in this box. You can read this, or if you are not able to understand this, you can go through this. It is clearly mentioned here. So from here I have taken and I am writing here. So what happened? This stands for leucine, and the next one is threonine, THR. If you are unable to understand the names of the amino acids, you can Google them and find out the full name. And because this is the way the first 3 letters are only written to understand. Then comes the proline. This is the next 3 codes for the amino acid proline. Now this is the most important part. So this was the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and the 6th one is glutamic acid. This stands for glutamic acid, and this stands for glycine, GLY. Now what we are concerned with this 6th one. This is the most important thing. The change is happening here. This is in the case of normal. What happens in a point mutation? In a sickle cell anemia, this entire structure is same. That means valine is there, histine is there, leucine is there, threonine is there, proline is there. Till here it is all same. The glutamic acid, that means this portion GAA becomes, I will write here GUA. It becomes GUA. That means this A is actually replaced by U. This A is actually replaced by U, and this code changes, and now it is not coding glutamic acid, rather it has coded valine. Now this has become a valine. Okay, that is VAL in short. And then again is your glycine. Is it glycine? Is it clear? So what did we see? The entire sequence of nitrogenous base is same. There is only one change, that is 6th amino acid. Which is the 6th amino acid? The glutamic acid. The glutamic acid, there is a point mutation. Point mutation, that means only one nitrogenous base gets changed during popping of the DNA. The A becomes U. So this is a mutation which has happened. But this code, the entire code has changed from GAA. Now it has become GUA. So now this is, instead of glutamic acid, now an amino acid, a different amino acid has come, which is known as valine. Now this change is going to cause a lot of change in the structure of the hemoglobin. Okay, we will discuss that now.